Hello, welcome to the Made You Smile podcast. My name's Melinda.
And I'm Carrie, and we're here to bring you fun, laughter, and maybe even a few aha moments.
So, ready, set, smile. Oh, wait, I didn't smile. I have the eye cloud.
I don't have any clouds because it's a scam.
Yeah, it is.
It's all a scam. They just want my money to pay for more space.
Hey, by the way, you let me leave the Cheesecake Factory with a piece of cheesecake on my eyebrow. I'm not sure how that happened,
What?
but I had a crumb, like a cheesecake crumb on my
On your
eyebrow.
eyebrow.
Friends don't let friends walk around with cheesecake in their
I'm
eyebrows.
so sorry. I missed it.
I mean,
totally,
come on.
totally missed that. Hello.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we were just trying to figure out. We haven't
Seen each other
in a long time.
since Christmas.
How did that happen? I called.
Well, we've been sick. You were, the week that we were supposed to get back together after Christmas, you were feeling poorly.
That's right.
And I think you had some
I
commissions that you had to get in too, correct?
did. I did. But I thought those were before Christmas that I got those done. Anyway, we are of the age
Yes, we are.
where it doesn't take a lot to just wipe us out.
No, it doesn't. And that's not cool. Like,
I'm not okay. I am
I'm
not okay with
with that. Not even a little bit. Well, maybe a little bit. But yeah, and when you get, are you noticing this now that when you get sick, the least bit poorly, that it takes you longer to bounce back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm just, when I say wiped out, it's just like exhaustion. Like you wake up your eyes and you're like, have we slept?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that.
No.
I thought I had a few more years before that set in.
No. No.
Because I just celebrated.
You did.
In this break, I had my birthday.
You did.
Because we did. I loved it. You reshared our December birthday
Yes.
announcements.
And, I think it brings awareness.
Yes.
It does bring awareness.
December birthdays.
To the
especially
sweet people that have.
so close to Christmas.
It is.
They suffer.
Yeah. Have you seen the memes of like the wise men bringing gifts to the baby Jesus, and they're like, "Now this is for your birthday and for Christmas."
No, but I need that blown up on my. That was my.
Yeah.
Listen, not that I'm saying that I suffered. I had a very good childhood, very well provided for.
Yeah.
Wonderful clothes, wonderful presents, but
Still.
I did grow up with the Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday presents.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think, because I overthink our Christmas giving, like getting presents for each other. Was there?
You and me?
No, just
Oh.
me existentially, just globally, just
Everyone,
in general.
Okay.
Was there ever, was it different when we were growing up? Have we always given lists of things we wanted? Now, I know as children, we tell Santa Claus what we want.
I had very strong opinions, like I do about everything. I had very strong opinions about that when we started having our children.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's not what Christmas is about. You don't give a list and then
Right.
somebody just needs to check off and give
the
those
list. Yeah.
presents. You do it from the heart. You do it because you know that person well enough
Right.
that you want that perfect gift that expresses
Yes.
them and shows that you've been paying attention.
It's the what's the story, the parable, the gift of the Magi. You know that story where she has really, really
Beautiful
long
hair.
hair,
Yep.
beautiful hair, and he has a pocket watch, or is it his
I
watch?
think it's a watch.
And
From a
they wind
father or
up, she cuts off her hair so to buy a chain for the watch, and he sells the watch to buy her a mirror or a brush, combs,
something for her
combs.
hair.
And
Did this help you figure out?
Yes, it did. Those of you listening, she's like miming, putting a barrette in her hair. But yeah, no, that's the gift of and that's, I don't know. I feel like we just give each other these.
Well, that's a sacrificial, that's talking about, sacrificially giving and loving so much that you're willing to give up
right
something that you love for someone else.
Right.
I feel like these. So I said that I used to be very angry about this whole give me a list.
Yeah.
And, I was like, well, no, that doesn't make it Christmas. Put some thought into it. Make it special.
Yeah.
Make it quirky and unique or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a grandparent, give me a list.
Just give me
my
the list.
brain. I don't have the storage capacity to know everybody's
down
interest
through all of the
And truthfully, I don't want them to have to take stuff back.
That's true.
I know what a pain that is to go through anyway. I don't know.
Yeah,
of course.
We do that. I love that I have an idea of what, and I have to keep reminding myself this too, that I did not just go through and rabbit trails, stay on target, Carrie, that I get lists of people, my people send me their lists, and then kind of keep it throughout the year, a running list. So I kind of know where they're at, what they need.
I'm not
helpful.
sure where everyone fell on the no Santa Claus thing, but I feel like that was the purpose. When kids grew up, you knew what's their heart desire.
Yes.
So you get one thing that they really desire, and then you can think about something they might not expect. Or I love you, and I've noticed that you have an interest on reading about pet rocks from New Zealand.
Right.
You can then,
yes,
because it's not a thing.
No, my dad had a pet rock when I was growing up in his office. Yeah.
So then, when somebody opens it and you get a gift that wasn't on a list, you realize this person's been listening to me all year long.
Yeah.
They've noticed where my interests are. They have taken,
Yes.
all that to say, I'm not a good gift giver.
Yeah.
My husband is a very good
giver. You're a
good
gift giver.
But only because you like the gift I got you for Christmas, but only because we were out together and I was paying attention, and you made
that's
very
the whole thing is you were paying attention.
So that's what I'm saying.
Someone's
that goes against the argument of give me a list.
Yeah,
but
it's true. It's true. Yeah. No, I think I get lists are helpful. They absolutely help me know what, and I didn't go through and just wipe out other lists. And I'm wondering maybe if where my a lot of the I think the heart has been taken out of the giving at Christmas, just because it's so easy to click add to cart.
Right.
And to just add to cart.
Go for,
and you're not
easy and convenience.
You're not taking a Saturday, getting in your car, and for a lot of the country, braving the mounds of snow.
That was part of the special part that we grew up.
Yes.
We always sit there and talk about, we tell our kids, we wish you experienced the Christmas we experienced, which is what we'd hear from our parents.
Yeah.
And it was loading up, and you had your allowance that you were going to use to buy mom's slippers.
Yes.
Because dad didn't always make the best suggestions.
Right.
Let's go look at some slippers for mom. But there was that going to the mall, and when my kids were growing up, I can't believe it's almost January 12th, and we're talking about Christmas
we're halfway
stuff,
through January,
which we should have been talking about a month ago. But we would load our kids up. It was Christmas shopping day because the kids didn't get out of school. We were really limiting time, right? The kids didn't get out of school usually till maybe 2 days before Christmas.
Right.
And it wasn't, I didn't want Riley to give Caleb a gift that mom picked out and put Riley's name on it. It was important for me, for them to understand.
Yes.
You love your siblings. You're doing this for, and think about them and we would go through that. So we would take all the kids to the mall.
Yeah.
Stonebriar Mall, I guess. And I don't know why I pointed over my shoulder to the back, like I'm
That's
pointing
the
in
direction
am I
it's that
more.
direction.
Well, I did pretty good then.
Yeah, not too bad.
Anyway, so we would take them. We would spend a day. We'd pair them up responsibly.
Yeah.
We didn't just send our 4-year-olds off into the crowd
The
going,
6-year-old.
good
yeah.
luck. Hope
Yeah.
you make it to the food court. See you for lunch. But anyway, we paired them up, and they drew names. So we didn't, since I had 4 children,
Smart.
Riley didn't have to buy 3
That
siblings.
is
So we had
smart.
the kids draw names,
Yep.
and then we paired them up, and they went out and found, and we didn't really lead them in any direction. So it was as much a surprise to us.
Yeah.
When they would open gifts, what Riley decided Brenna should have,
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
But we thought it was important to kind of start that, you need to think about somebody else, and you love them, right? What do you think they would really
I love
want?
that. Yeah.
And of course, in all of this, we've talked about how many minutes have we talked and not mentioned, and Jesus is the reason for this season. Of course, that was the main focus.
Of it all.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
No, I do have to show you one of my Christmas presents.
Oh.
You're wearing one of your Christmas presents.
I did help
that
myself.
coat you have on, and my daughter got me this.
I immediately noticed that at lunch
It's raccoons, like
with Diet
like,
Coke
very
in space.
Excited about a can of Diet Coke.
Is it
in
Rocket
space.
from the Guardians?
No, it's just raccoons. So I'm
Raccoons
very,
and Diet Coke,
very happy.
With
Right?
with a moon background.
It's like everything, the algorithm I get on Instagram of raccoons and Diet Coke and space facts too. So it just the combination of my daughter knows me though.
You commented on my jacket when I walked
Really
in,
cute,
and
jacket.
I immediately had to tell you,
Feel it. It's very soft. It's very, very soft, and I love it a lot.
So soft.
So
Anyway,
here's to a new year.
we made it.
We made it.
We made it through 2025.
Yep, we did it.
And for moms our age and grandmothers, we made it through Christmas of 2025. That feels
Yes.
big as well.
Yeah. I'll get there one day. So I am officially post-menopause.
I feel like where's the confetti?
I feel
And the
like I
silly string.
need like a steak dinner or something for yeehaw. Yes, I made it. I am officially postmenopausal, which if you didn't know, if you're listening and maybe you're still
Which we've lost all the men.
bye men. See ya. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
No, this is for
that's
them
what this
too.
was.
They need to know about
Okay.
this because what postmenopausal means is that you've just been a year without a period. You've
Okay.
made it a full year. So it's like there's no just set menopause. It's premenopause and postmenopause. And then one day, just one day at the 1 year mark, you are menopause.
Woohoo!
And then that day after, so I have been told by doctors and the internet. So that is I am officially postmenopausal.
Congratulations.
What does that mean? Squat. It just means that I haven't had a period in a very long time.
I'm just going to say it
So-
also means that this is her personality. Now we know for sure it's going to land
I'm
here.
locked in.
I was she's locked in now. There is no we hoped for a while there'd
Nope,
be
nope.
improving.
This is it. This is what you see is what you get, baby. And I get it. I get it. I really do. I get it. It's like, I don't care. I just don't.
We were talking
There's
about
so
it.
many
If you
things.
have not checked out, I wish I knew her
Yes.
name. We'll find it and put it in the I Do Not Care Club.
The
It's-
We Do Not Care
We
Club.
Do Not Care Club.
And it's the
so
menopausal.
funny.
Is it me and my stage of life, or are we as a culture talking about it more? I feel like we're talking about it more.
I think we're talking about
Because-
there's also all these medical studies that are coming out. It's being looked at more. You know, they were
Because
talking
they
about
finally
how
decided to study women's bodies now.
Yes,
they've gone as far as they can with men's bodies, and now it's our turn.
Do you think it's a little different? I don't know.
No.
They do look different. Yeah, and every once in a while, boy, those moods. So maybe we ought to check it out.
Should check it
Like
out.
there could be some chemical stuff going on.
Here's my theory. I really believe this is true. Gen X is going through menopause now, and we were like, absolutely not. What is this? What's happening? This is
no, ma'am.
What? No.
No, you behave. Let's do.
So all of the crazy, crazy symptoms that go along with menopause. Did you know, like, your ears will itch? Like, your inner ears will itch. And guess what? I have chronic mouth sores. You know this about me.
Right.
I get ulcers in my mouth. It's menopause.
What?
I didn't know that. It's because of menopause. And so, of course it is. So I've started thinking about
blame everything on that.
all the weird symptoms that I've had over the last 10 years of things that just kind of crop up.
Are you saying this is trending? You know what?
Yeah.
Know what I'm going to hear from my doctor now? Instead of, as we age, it's going to be, as we menopause.
As we go through menopause, and it's true. Unfortunately, it's facts.
Okay.
So I was thinking, though, for those that are new, for our listeners and our friends that are new to menopause, wherever you are in the spectrum of menopause,
you're not going crazy.
you are not going crazy. There's perimenopause that starts. A lot of times you can start. I'm pretty sure I started in my early 40s. Perimenopause. Because that's when a lot of the craziness started to happen. The uncontrollable, unexplainable weight gain that I had.
Your metabolism just goes
out the door.
I'm not doing it anymore.
It's done. So I was wondering if
but I want to add
go
something
ahead. Yeah.
Really quick.
Yeah.
So I have a different experience from people who I had a hysterectomy after my fourth child.
Yes.
A partial hysterectomy.
Yeah.
So it was even a little more difficult for me. I'm trying to make it more difficult. It's all about me. I still have my ovaries.
Yes.
Though.
Yeah.
And so it didn't send me right into menopause as someone who would have a full hysterectomy. So for me, I didn't get one of the most basic clues that you usually get.
Right.
Because I would have to go in and I would have a blood test and my doctor would say, you still have estrogen.
Yeah.
Not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So there was no obvious signs except there were because when it started, boy, I knew. I did know. So
well, and my OBGYN never, the only time he ever, even to this day, has said the word menopause to me was just to say, you're not in menopause yet. No explanation, no explaining what it is, no talking through symptoms, no talking through here's some relief that we can give you, here's some options. Best believe he's talking about it now because there's so many resources available. Right. And I am a huge, huge fan of what's it called? A practice called MIDI, M-I-D-I, and it's only menopause care. And your insurance...
Which is so different. I mean, it is just so different, the stuff that you're going through.
Yes, and it's all women in menopause, going through perimenopause or postmenopausal. That's what MIDI is. So I don't have some 24-year-old nurse that has no idea.
Which we love 24-year-old.
We love our 24-year-old nurses.
Thank you for going into that career.
You. I know many 24-year-old nurses. But yeah, it's somebody that can identify and know and,
I've been through
and be able to. So and usually your insurance will take it. Mine does. And it's all and a lot of times when I do my appointment,
focusing on having you survive menopause.
It's almost like counseling. It's almost like I get in that appointment and it's like, don't know why I feel this way. I'm just depressed and I can't explain it. And they're like, okay, let's walk through.
I don't know if I let you in on when I was experiencing it so hard. I don't know.
We wouldn't have known that it was menopause.
I mean, I was having all of, but I had not the normal trigger. You know, I didn't have the cessation of, is that how you say it? Cessation, however you say it,
I don't know.
of my period.
Right.
Because I hadn't had that in years.
Right.
But I was drenching my sheets at night.
Yes.
I mean, that was like,
yes.
I was like, something's going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I do remember, but you were more open. You'd call me going, hey, Melinda, something like life has no meaning and I can't taste things anymore. I just woke up and there was a fly beating against the window and I related to it. Like I knew what it was going through.
Yes.
I mean, you were having this
crazy.
Kind of response.
And my husband, I would, I'm adjusting my mic here. I had been like 3 or 4 nights had just had this unexplainable, just like feeling like I was being sucked in by a black hole. Right. Like everything just seemed dimmer, and even like physically the lights just, and I would cry. And for me, I'm a very emotional person. I am a purger. If I am just, and nothing has to be wrong, I just love a good cry. And it would just, after I cry, I just feel like I've, been to get a massage, like I've had a spa day. Like it feels good to just purge and cry and get all that out. And I would cry and cry and cry and feel worse and just feel like a black hole is swallowing me up.
You did that a while though before you finally would contact me. Like a lot of times you'll deal with stuff by yourself.
Yes.
Trying to figure it out before you'll finally reach out. And we're going to say here, reach out to someone.
Don't
a little bit older.
Ask
and everything because.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Well, here's one of the things. If you think about it, like I've been on many antidepressants, anxiety pills when I was trying to get myself out of, which I got diagnosed with GAD, all of that. But I took medication. But when you come off certain medications, they tell you you come off it slowly.
Right.
Because these things are altering your chemicals or, doing all these changes. You don't want to go cold turkey.
Right.
Menopause is going cold turkey.
It is.
It shuts your body off from a chemical that it's been used to having for a long time. And I want to emphasize we are not medical doctors, obviously, by the way we're talking.
Yeah.
But that is a terrible way to come off of something. And women, a lot of women, it's probably, I've heard women say, it wasn't that bad for me. And you shoot them the look of daggers.
Yeah.
But for some women, I think it's like this just abrupt.
Yeah.
It just shuts off.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
I think I had symptoms that I didn't realize
probably so
were menopause, but then all of a sudden that just hit me like a ton of bricks. The depression,
because women are moms and we are homemakers and we have jobs to do and we care for others. That whenever there's just like this small symptom that you're going, that's different,
you put it on the back burner.
You tamp it down. You're like, but come on, button up. You've got to go on, forge on, and everything. Yeah. So you probably do ignore some of those early signs of something is coming my way.
Yeah.
But then it hits.
And I remember I was in the bathtub and I was having one of those moments of just like deep, like hopelessness. Like there's no meaning.
I was worried. I was like, we got to carry through this.
And so I texted my husband. I got out of the tub and I texted my husband who was upstairs and I said, I need you to come downstairs. And thank the Lord, he looked at his phone because a lot of times he's so busy, playing games and stuff. But he saw it and he came down and I'm laying on my bed kind of in a fetal position. And he's like, okay, tell me. And I said, something is wrong. I'm depressed. I don't know why. And I don't know why. And God love that man. He did not, because normally he's a fix-it. What do we need to tell me? Talk. Right. Let's talk through this. And
I don't feel comfortable with you not feeling good. Let's change that.
And I've got nothing to say for it. I've got nothing to explain it. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong.
I do. Your body has just
Yes.
evacuated all the chemicals you need right
exactly.
now.
And I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
understand at the time. I didn't understand that. And so he said, okay, what do we need to do? I said, well, I've already texted Melinda. So that was the first step. And I said, I will call my OB-GYN tomorrow because that's usually where my issues are. Anytime I have anything going on that's different in my body, typically it's an OB-GYN situation. So I did, and I went in, and he was like, yeah, that'll happen. So he was like, here's some Zoloft. And so it's like, oh, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so he was like, it's normal. Like he was attributing it to my thyroid.
Yeah, that's
And
another
that
thing
I
that
have, my numbers are a little low on the thyroid spectrum. I've never been told I have hypothyroidism, but that's the way it leans, the numbers lean. But so I do take thyroid medication and Zoloft, but yeah, it's nuts.
we've talked about. I have a medical aversion to medical help.
You're allergic.
And yeah, not allergic. It's just a lot of history.
When Dr. Google is in the house,
I'm not suggesting. Listen, I'm not suggesting my lifestyle to anybody. Because what were we talking about the other day? Where we talked about, because I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism.
I cannot recommend my lifestyle.
No,
So
at all.
Don't.
But what did I was talking about? They wanted me to keep coming in for these lab draws all the time to check where my levels are. And,
Oh, yeah.
And I had told you, I was like, I just weaned myself off of it. I'm just going to show them.
Of your thyroid medication. Yeah. I don't need this.
You know what? Big Pharma. You take this. I do not suggest this at all. Listen, by the way, I was on a very low dosage, so nobody gets overly concerned. But
Yeah.
but your response was, well, you told them. I'm going to show them.
Yeah.
They're not going to get my money on things I need for my body.
For my medication, you take that. Yeah.
Which is the approach. All that to say, we took very different approaches for our situation. One of the things probably is I was going through menopause and had no idea because I didn't have some normal triggers. Mm-hmm. But I also have this thing of reliance on medication or being over reliant on medication. I love medicine. I'm not, saying don't take the medicine you need.
Right.
But I also had some bad experiences with when I had medication run out and had to stop all and I saw the side effects.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Yeah.
So be open and talk with your doctor. All that to say, your approach was doing the HRT.
I am
a
big believer of the HRT, whereas
I did not, because at the time we've talked about how studies have changed and they've realized because for a long time there was the black box or something about the HRT potentially contributing to breast cancer.
Yeah.
And I have a mom with 4 sisters.
Yep.
And all 5 of the women in the family have had breast cancer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that already was in the back of my head.
Sure.
Why push that?
Yeah.
But we didn't know for sure when I had been through it. And so I was talking to my doctor and I said, so I've already been through the worst of it.
Yeah.
I've experienced all of the night sweats, the mood changes, the terrible, just the hot flashes that would happen during all the things.
Stuff. Yes.
And it's leveling out. I see the sun again.
Yes.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
Now, if I start this hormone replacement therapy and there's many benefits to it, let me emphasize.
Yes.
When I stop, am I going to experience some of those things again? And she told me yes. And so I just sat there and go, why would I do that to myself again?
Yeah.
Now, I believe there's probably a very similar thing of slowly coming off your
of it.
hormone
Yes.
replacement
Yes,
therapy, that
I
you would
agree.
not have to experience the severe things.
Right.
But my thought is, God made us this way,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go with his plan.
Yeah.
And I've already been through the worst,
Yeah.
and I don't want to go through the worst again. So it may shorten my life by 10 years. I don't know.
You know what? I think we're going to see a lot of women. I'll be really interested to watch the research and the data that comes
Yeah.
out of now that we're really embracing HRT and the benefits of it. And I think
Because, yeah,
I honestly believe that heart disease in women, again, we have no studies, no
Very, very
no
little.
experience. But just following the watching all of the studies come out of how the hot flashes affect your heart and how heart disease has always been the number one. I don't know if it's the killer or just the problem in women is the heart disease, and so I'm wondering if we're going to see less and less heart problems in women because HRT is. And it doesn't stop your symptoms. I will have a hot flash every now and then. I'll wake up and have to take a shower because I'm drenched in sweat. Like, I still have really...
And they're still calling you all the way through it,
really,
even though you're still going through those symptoms?
Say that again?
They're still saying that you're completed with...
Oh, yeah.
The process,
no,
even
you
though
don't,
that-
and it keeps going. Symptoms will keep going on even after you're postmenopausal. So it could go on.
Because I'm done. I'm done with that.
And I have no reference basis for reference because my mother also had a hysterectomy and she did take hormone replacement therapy through... I can't remember when she said it was through her 50s, and she just went in and asked her doctor, "Can I stop doing this?" And he was like, "Yeah." So, but yeah, so but it's nowhere near. It makes me, when I do have something like that, it makes me like just shudder a little bit of what my life would be like without HRT. I mean, right now, while I would be experiencing all of those symptoms, like crazy levels of it. So, yeah, it's going to be probably a few years.
It will be years before we know for sure.
I'm ready to stop taking so many
That was
things.
me. First of all, I'm ADD.
Take so many pills and yeah.
And I have problems taking pills anyway.
Yeah.
And so it gets my daughter so mad. There's nothing, I'll just say stuff all the time. I'm just going to let God decide. Just take me when he wants me. Sure. But Big Pharma's not going to be a part of my life. I'm not going to have
Big Pharma's not a part of my testimony.
Things. And she'll sit there and say, "Mom, we have these benefits for a reason.
Yeah.
We have people that are smart and these drugs and these miracles and all that stuff." And I am I am like by the there's a definition called a non-compliant patient. And they have my picture beside it as an example.
You are. There's Melinda. Here she comes.
Do not be like me.
That's so funny. But, I mean, the thing is that if you can do things naturally, go for it. If you can, I'm watching all these brave mamas do natural childbirth. And I'm like, you are Superwoman. And I mean, I could not. First of all, I've had C-sections. There's no way. If I lived in medieval times, I would have died in childbirth for sure. But if you can, and there's so many ways now that they have found to help women who want to do natural childbirth, just the different ways of the different methods, and that's taking from other cultures and other...
Again, we are not medical
doctors at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit. But you have had 4 children. Yes. I've had 2 children. And I will text you before I go to Dr. Google. I did that.
Yes,
Since we've had the flu at our house.
How did I do?
You did great.
On my information.
You did amazing.
I like to read a lot. about the
You
different
could
medical
have a
things.
honorary doctorate.
This has been no, I can't. But this has been, for some reason, I retain that well. I've read a
You
lot,
do.
but we've had this history for years
Yes.
of where. Have you called Melinda? Ask Melinda.
Yeah.
Mostly because my sample size.
Is a big
Like I have
yes.
4 children. I had with kids. I had a larger sample size.
You did.
To
You
go from.
did.
So
And
anyway.
your kids have had weird things too.
Yes.
They've had weird things that are like, not a lot of anyway. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Happy postmenopause to me.
Yes. Well, your question was, all this started
Yeah.
if you have another good friend that's getting ready to go, like I should have brought you my goodie basket
Yeah.
for you're going through.
So you-
remember when you're about to start the
Yes.
change of life.
Yes. Yes.
So you're going through the change of life. Your mother has left a brown paper bag rolled
Yes.
up on the end of your bed
with all your feminine products
and wrote on the top, "Love Mom."
Love Mom.
And that's
Yeah.
that's all the information you got.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like menopause for
Yes.
a lot of us have been like.
My sister taught me.
Oh, see, I didn't have a sister.
I had an older sister, thankfully, who was 3. She's 2.5 years older than me. So everything Pam did, I was right behind her. So
I had
my
two older brothers that walked quickly
Yeah.
past the folded brown bag when it
my
would be on the
sister
grocery.
taught me. Yeah.
But here's what.
If
Okay, so
I were to give someone
Yes.
a menopause kit, welcome to the club.
Mm-hmm.
What is in that kit?
what's your first?
I would give them I actually was in my favorite place of all. What would you think that would be?
Your favorite place?
One of my favorite places of all times to be in.
Okay, that's going to be a movie theater or a store.
It was a store. It was a
Was it the Kendra Scott?
no. It's
Shoe.
DSW.
Shoes.
There it is.
Ah,
There it is. I was
shoe
in
store.
DSW, and I'm just by myself and just walking up and down the aisles, just dreaming, visiting my friends, and saying, "I'll see you soon."
You're so
and,
pretty.
yeah, you
I'll be
should
back
come
for
home
you.
with me.
Yeah.
And there was a woman, there were these 2 women, and they were shopping together and they were laughing. And one of the women goes, "Whoo!" And immediately I knew what was happening. And she pulled out of her purse a fan, one of those little electric fans. And I don't know it was just the coolest little gadget. And so now she's walking around with like this fan just all over her face. And I knew immediately. I was like, "Where did you get that fan?" She was like, "Amazon." So the first thing I would put in the kit is one of those little handheld fans, just because, you never know.
Okay.
And that goes in your bag, and you never know when it's going to hit.
My thing, this doesn't count. I want to addendum to your thing.
Yes.
Absolutely a fan.
Yeah.
But because I have a daughter with a little baby now,
Newborn. Yeah, with a little baby.
there's little cold packs that you can go.
What?
And if the car is like hasn't cooled off yet and you're worried about the baby getting too hot, you put this cool pack on them.
Yeah.
The baby, they're thin. They're really
Okay.
thin. So add to the fan these little cool pack
packs.
things. And so when you're having that hot flash, you take that thing and you put it on the back of your
it-
neck.
I
Wouldn't that be awesome? And people
love
don't have
that.
to see it.
I love that.
It'd be under your hair on the back of your neck.
yes.
So that would be one of the things.
Probably I would put some dark chocolate in the kit just because they're still, you remember when we talked about how that was all debunked, was the dark chocolate, and that it
Is
actually
it? I think it would.
was it you? But
not
then
sure.
I think they've actually done more research and found out that it actually is like the closer to the cacao, the better it is
Right.
for you.
Right.
And so I would probably put something like that in there just for the little dopamine hit when you are having a low moment, dopamine moment, because that really does deplete your dopamine reserves.
I would put a homemade sign that says the sun is coming out. I think
Yes.
women need some kind of reminder
Yep.
that says this is not a forever thing.
Yes.
The sun will shine again.
Yeah.
But just that reminder of also, and I would say something that would encourage you to get outside.
So you had another idea.
Well, we talked about, so get outside.
Yes.
Something that'll make you get outside.
Yes.
If it's the spring, maybe put a packet of seeds in their
Oh,
basket so they get outside and try to plant something.
that's a good
But
idea.
then I had even a more important gift item, which would be a DoorDash or
that's
Uber
genius.
Eats, because
That's genius.
you're going through this crisis
Yep.
and everybody around you still wants to eat.
Yes.
And they come to you
Yes.
leaning against, you're in your bed
Yes.
with the blanket over your head.
Yep.
And the fan, some with your dark chocolate.
Yep.
And everything, and your tears. And they're gonna they're gonna lean up against the door frame and go,
Yeah.
don't want to bother you.
Yeah.
Are we gonna? Are we like? Is it fend for yourself?
Yeah.
Or what
These
are we
people
doing?
want to eat.
So you'll have that DoorDash card that you can go knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Order
Here you
those
go.
tacos.
Yes. Yep. I have not cooked in a long time. And it's crazy to me how much I don't cook anymore. And I just don't. And I think, I think another good thing for the kit is a brief pamphlet
Yes.
for your family.
That's good. Not for you.
Not for you, but to explain it to your family.
What is happening to your
What's
wife?
going on with mom?
Here's what's happening to mom.
What's the
Don't
matter
read
with mom?
If you're queasy, don't read paragraph 3.
Yeah.
Just skip over that. But know
Yeah.
that,
It's crazy. So
funny.
anyway, you know what? It is all a part of life. I am convinced that I wonder if part of, I was going back over it. I'm doing my read through the Bible again.
I know I'm late. I did not pick my plan yet.
And I went through Genesis. I'm already to Leviticus.
Oh,
Already,
I'm
'cause
sorry.
I'm doing the 90 days. I know. I was trying to read through a chapter of it, waiting for you at lunch, and it was all about. I can't even say it on.
Wait, where's my little? The sun is going to come
it
outside
was so
again.
gross.
So
Yes.
Carrie, the sun will
it
come
was
out.
So gross. But I had to turn it off because we were about to eat lunch, and I was like, I can't read this while I'm. But I read through Genesis and the chapter with Adam and Eve and the fall and everything, and part of the consequences for Eve was increased pain and childbearing, and I wonder if that was tied into the whole cycle of our bodies, and from the time
That's a part of childbearing. Is the
the ending of that ability to do so is also part of that. I'm wondering if menopause was never a part of God's
something
perfect plan, that it was part of the fall.
Oh
became
yes,
a
I
part of
definitely
that.
think it's part of the fall. It's part of the fall, definitely.
So anyway, but you know what? It is. We are uniquely designed to experience these things, and God absolutely one of the amazing things that God keeps showing me over and over again, and this is weird to kind of lump it in with punishment, but we're to experience pain, to experience depression, to experience all the things that our bodies go through. When we go through menopause, one of the amazing things that I know for sure about God is that even in our broken state, He is with us. He is going to help us through our consequences. We watched that with Cain, when Cain murdered his brother, and God punished him and said, dealt out all the punishment for him, and said, here's everything that's coming your way. And Cain breaks down and says, I am unable to bear all of this. And God says, because Cain says, I'm going to be murdered. And God says, nope, because you're marked as mine. I'm not going to let anybody touch you because you belong to me. And did that change Cain? Not one bit. He went out and was still pretty awful. But I've watched over and over throughout all the Old Testament that even during their punishment, even during their consequences, God is still present. He followed them out of out of Israel into exile.
I love that
he went with them.
That you've related all of this menopause to terrible punishment.
Well,
But you have been marked.
it is.
Oh my God.
It's hard. It's hard. And in those, and I tell my college kids regularly, never believe anything your brain tells you after 9 p.m. Don't trust your brain when the sun goes down, because your brain's going to tell you things that aren't true. And
my message would be that, yes, that's a part of the childbirth and the fall and everything, but God also made the cacao.
He did.
He made the dark chocolate.
He did.
And I'm so glad he knew we would need it.
Yes.
And he loved us. You know, when you do have that child, that punishment, how hard it is as a parent to stay away from the child while they're sitting in the corner, crying, going,
yes,
I'm so sorry. Can I come out now? Or, you know, I don't know what kind of redirection you used.
Yeah.
But, and how hard it was as a parent trying to live up to the punishment you set.
Yes.
And I told him 5 minutes. I told him 5 minutes. I just want to, you just want to hug him. You want to pull him back in your lap.
Yes. Yeah.
So God made the dark chocolate.
Thank you, Lord, that he takes care of us.
All right, so you can do it, ladies.
You've got this.
Call Carrie.
Yeah, give me a call.
Call me.
Call me. Yeah, I got you.
Carrie, baby, I will tell you, I'm not quite as I may not be quite as sympathetic. Like, I went through it. Get over it.
You're like,
now.
walk it off.
Yeah, shake it off now. I don't like when I see you that way. I'm used to you seeing me that way. I don't like seeing Carrie that way.
That's so funny.
But I was telling her a verse that I sent the kids this morning. Because when you're in your dark moments, and they feel like dark moments, and you feel so lonely.
You do.
And then your brain gets crazy on you.
Yes.
You start doing those, replaying every conversation you had in your lifetime.
And this is not just for menopausal women. This is for anybody that is going through a rough
You start
time.
circling and you dwell.
You dwell.
On the things you shouldn't be dwelling on that send you into that deeper spot. Don't dwell.
Don't dwell.
This is the verse I sent my kids
Pack
today.
it up and move out.
Because I told them, I said, look, I'm not sending this to you. I'm also reminding myself, but it's the Philippians 4:8-9.
Love it.
Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put into practice, and the God of peace will be with you.
I love it.
Don't let your mind spiral.
Yes.
Reach out to someone. Dwell on. I always would. I wake up with my gratefuls.
Yes.
Before you put your feet out of the bed.
Yeah.
Be thankful for dark chocolate.
Yes. I'm
Cooling
so
packs.
thankful. Yes.
Fans that you can order off of Amazon.
Yes.
If it's just little things that come to your mind, praise the Lord.
I love that even, like we were talking about, that God is with us even through our consequences, or even through, but I mean, that's the whole thing. And that's where I think some of the discipline comes into, because there's so much beauty. There's so much goodness that God has given us. And instead of dwelling, like you were saying, dwelling on, think about.
Dwell in the right things.
The good things.
Yes.
The good. And I love, my husband Randy will say that the definition, we don't describe God as good. Instead, we would describe good as God. So every good and perfect gift that comes, that there is, comes from up above. But yeah, so
it is God's design that when you dwell in Him, there is a chemical reaction.
Yes.
There is a dopamine. There is a fighting of those chemicals that are flooding your body. I'm not anti-medication, but I am pro God made us to handle these things, and He's put into place. And the best news of all
is what?
Jesus loves you.
You can't mess that up.
You can't.
You can't do it.